Yes, madam.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Good afternoon, madam. This is Dr. Ellama from CSC Department, KL University. Today, I give very small lecture on cloud computing and especially in the related to the GCP cloud, Google Cloud platform. Why I'm choosing this topic means that generally so many number of service providers are there. That's the reason. Amazon is there, AWS is there, and Google platform, Microsoft Visual, IBM Cloud, and so on and so forth. But I'm really in the previously my PhD work on AWS. I have full knowledge on the AWS. But recently, in the last 1 year onwards, I'm working on the Google Cloud platform and do some projects also. That's the reason I introduced the Google Cloud platform for the students and as well as all our faculty members. I give very small demo on the this Google Cloud platform. Okay, madam. Next, madam. Yeah, this is just by one. Yes, all of you know about what is the cloud computing. I give the very small overview about the cloud computing. Generally, we are taught that the cloud computing is generally meant for the storing the data as a student point of view and as well as the faculty point of view or those who are new to the cloud. So they feel that it is only storing the data only. But in general, it is not storing the data. We have to deploy the data and we have to test the data and we have to develop the data and we have to configure and we have to create the any application by using the cloud computing. Just we know about just we have to run your application just over the internet. That is enough. If it is internet and you have to run your applications through that internet only. I give you some clarity about the what is the cloud, what is the cloud computing. Just a representation is there, small representation about the cloud. The cloud is nothing but the connection of the all the network or the internet. So it may be the LAN connection or it may be the WAN connection or it may be the VPN connections. Simply the connection together to form a cloud. Coming to the cloud computing, cloud computing refers to simply previously I said configuring the data and accessing your applications and manipulating and deploying and developing your applications through the online. It offers a simply online storage and as well as the infrastructure. And one more thing is applications. So this is the difference between the cloud and the cloud computing. Cloud is nothing but it is the forming of the network or the internet. In other words, we have to simply say that it is the your data or your servers are available in the remote locations. In the cloud terminology, we are call it as the virtual machines. All virtual machines are connected through the clusters, and in generally the clusters are formed together. Call it as the data centers. The data centers are the virtual machines. So like that, the cloud will be formed. And by using this cloud, we will perform the computations, simply call it as the computing, and likewise manipulations, configuring, accessing the your data and deploying the your data, developing the your data, and it is only available through the internet only. Yes. So I gave the very small information introduction about the different types of the cloud computing elements. Actually, it is a very big topic, cloud computing elements. But in the webinar, I have to give the very small information regarding the cloud computing elements. The cloud computing elements are the some common essential characteristics are required, and here actually five is mentioned, but nearly the 15 essential characteristics are there. But these five are the very very important one. The essential characteristics are the broad network access, rapid elasticity, measured services, on-demand self-service, resource pooling. I give the simple single line statement. Broad network access means your net will be available 24 by 7 without any disturbance. So the server always 24 by 7 the server will be run means your data will not lost at all. So and next one is the rapid elasticity. You can increase your service and based on the situation. For example, for your application right now, your application require 10 servers, but afterwards your server size will be increases. Means maybe the tomorrow the server size for your application 15 servers may be the required. So likewise rapidly, so you can change your dynamically, you can change your capacity and resources. And the day after tomorrow, no, not 15, just 8 is sufficient. We have to move on to the 8. So like that the essential characteristics will be so enhanced. And measured services means that whenever we are the entered into the cloud computing service oriented point of view, services will be provided to the user. Means you and me are the users. Those who are call it as the AWS, GCP, Microsoft Visual, IBM, and Eucalyptus, Salesforce right now, and those are the companies. They will offer the some services to us as a service provider, and as well as the user also always should measure the service oriented. So, for example, I give the one just example. GCP is provide the 15 GB of storage for individual account. Means you also having the 15 GB of storage space. Myself also having the 15 GB of storage space. Well and good, but so when it is allocated, dynamically it is allocated or statically it is allocated. It is not dynamic. It is not static. It is logically the 15 GB of storage space is allocated to you. So why? Because whenever you required means as a user is requested by the or send a message over through the internet, so the storage space is allocated to you. So it is not happened in the static nature. It is not happened in the dynamic nature. It is happened through the logical based and logical scenario, the based on the user request. Why I'm telling this example means you also having the GCP account, myself also, and all your friends, my colleagues, nearly billions of people are millions of people are having the Gmail account. Is it possible to provide the 15 GB storage for the individual member? No, it is not possible. Means if it is possible in the statical, it is allocated means that what happened. So in the entire society is the servers only. Am I right? So when it is how it is possible means through the technique. Okay, the technique is generally call it as the virtualization technique. So based on this technique and based on this logical technique, so the memory is allocated. Okay, and this thing is will be taken and measured through the measured services. So, for example, 1 GB space is allocated. Whether the how much space is right now we are the allocated. Just I will show you. So, for example, whenever you are checking your Gmail, okay, Gmail account. So, your Gmail account is, I am not having presentation. That's the reason. So, just you have look into the your Gmail account. So, it will show the so in the last line bottom of the your page. It will show the storage allocation. Storage allocation in terms of the how much storage is it is allocated. Okay. So, end of the point, it will show everything. So, it is happened only through the based on the measured services only. And next one is the on-demand self-service. On-demand self-services means that so right now I'm ready. I'm giving the presentation. At that moment, my service is on-demand service. So this classes continue up to the 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours based on the situation. Okay, and these services will be provided through the on-demand. Okay, so that is called as the on-demand. So not only this one, I give the one example. For example, I want to run my application, so my application required at the moment of time at 11:40. I have to run my evening 11:40. I have to run my application. So always 24/7, the server will be available. Okay, when the user is requested, so the server will be active. So that is called as the on-demand service. Next one is called as the resource pooling. Resource pooling is nothing but the in terms of the infrastructure. Infrastructure means hardware requirements, whatever it may be the either it may be the